after. Welcome to another WIPTube, and today I'm going to show you what I made in July. And July was a pretty good month, I have to say. I did have a lot of free time because school holidays, so I only had to work a few days at school during like application committee meetings, and I did travel a little bit, but in general it was a pretty good month. I actually reached a few levels, and I also prepared some of my whips to gain new levels next month, so yay. So let's start with knitting to get that out of the way. So first, my Pohjola sweater, which I got to level 3 go, was it? Level 4 actually, because I only have sleeves left to do. So I worked from here somehow. So I connected the shoulders together. I did do the neck, and here is where I made a mistake. I will have to redo it. I think there are actually 2 mistakes that I made. One was 2 small needles. The pattern said to go down a size. I am doing 1 size smaller, I think in general like half a size smaller. But I also did not have the proper smaller size, so I did use an even smaller one, which was a mistake. But also, and I think this was a bigger mistake, I didn't pick up enough stitches. I picked up according to the pattern, but like in the shoulder area I had to like really squish some of the stitches, so it's tight, it's super tight. Like when I put it over my head, it snags on my ears, on my nose. So it is too tight, but to be honest, I wanted to reach that level 4 goal, which was to do the color as well. And I was like, nope, I did it. Let's have it done. So I think I will redo it once I finish the whole sweater, because one thing that I'm not super happy about is that when ripping it, I will somehow have to be able to catch the stitches, because those on the front and on the back were live stitches, which I'll somehow have to catch at the correct moment, which stresses me out. So I am doing the sleeve right now. So I've started the sleeve, and here in the sleeve, and I haven't really checked yet. I will do that once I finish the bow, I think. But I could not get all the stitches. I don't know how it happened, but I have, I think, 100 stitches, and I was supposed to pick up 104, and I just didn't know where to find any more of those stitches. So let's hope those 4 stitches in the arm area won't really do much damage, but we'll see once I'm able to put it on. I did try the sweater on like without picking up stitches for the sleeves, so like it was all there, like, because I picked up every stitch from here. I actually added a few here because the first time I was trying to avoid, like, I thought that I would have to actually squish the stitches here and maybe like decrease. I was like 86 stitches in the round, so I had to actually add stitches on the, I added some on the bottom and on the top, and I still got to 100. But still, I think like the beginning of the sleeve is larger than the actual opening here. So I hope the fact that I don't have 4 stitches like in the pattern will not matter too much. But I also know that it's a different thing when you put on something that is like sleeveless, in the sense that you don't really have the sleeve, you just have the shoulder part. And with fabric here it might be different, but we'll see later on. Like, I was so looking forward to progress that I really decided to go for it. So in August I will also work on it. I have some sense that there will be a test knit coming, so I might take part in that, which then will slow down my progress on Pohjola sweater, but the first few days of August I should be able to work on it. So there should be some progress in August as well. And August should be a good month as well. I do have some travel planned, but in general I should be able to knit and stitch and do stuff. Another knitting project that I progressed on are the socks. And this is where I was at the beginning of the month, so like here, and this is how much I've knitted, and that's great. But I have a problem with stitching more. I mean, I can stitch a few more rounds because it is still a little bit too short for my size. However, I lost the English translation for it, and the Danish one, when I tried to translate it using Google Translate, because I don't really have any other way right now, there is some information that is lacking. I don't know if it's because of the pattern or if it's because of Google Translate. So I don't really know when and if I'm supposed to change a color here, and then how the heel is worked. It's not really well written. Whether I translate it into Polish or to English, it doesn't matter. It still doesn't make much sense. So I don't know. And the thing is, I'm not even on level 1, I think. And level 1 is like part 3 of the sock, which is either a heel or a heel flap. For some reason, Google Translate doesn't want to translate the name of it, but it's something connected to the heel. And the chart that I have doesn't really show how you stitch the heel. It just shows these dots are for the heel, and that's it. I mean, there is a small chart for the heel, like the pattern itself, which is pretty much like this one, as far as I remember. But it just doesn't really explain enough for me. Like, I'm not experienced enough in knitting socks to be able to tell what I'm supposed to do, really. So I don't know, I might just take a photo of this part of the pattern that I have trouble with and send it to Inge, who gifted me the pattern, well, gave it to me as a prize for last year's competition, and ask her for help in translating, because hopefully it will not be an issue with the designer, or maybe I'll try and actually talk to the designer herself. So I don't yet know, but to be honest, the socks aren't my biggest priority. I mostly stitch them after reaching the goal on Pohjola sweater. I decided to take a break and I needed something to stitch. I'm like, oh, it's been a while. So yeah, I've got those socks a little bit more advanced, so that's a good thing. And then cross stitching. Everything else that I did was cross stitch or Blackwork as well, so quite a lot of stitching as well. Maybe let's start with Museum After Midnight. This is what I have. This is what it looked like last month, and with Museum After Midnight I stitched 1,983 stitches this month, and I'm at almost 70% of the frame, because I'm still focusing on the frame, and 44.79 if I count my level 2 goal, which is up to exhibit 4. And this week there's no new exhibit. This is the week for catching up. But I just realized, looking at my goals and the list of dates when things are posted, that actually my level 3 goal has also been already posted. So I should also now download up to exhibit 7 and look at those percentages as well. But I started doing that from August because I haven't done it yet, and I just wanted to record this video and maybe not get stressed too much with how far behind I am, because I am really behind. I hope August will be quite a good month and I'll be able to catch up a bit with the amount of stitches that I stitched this month. I should be able to finish my level 1 goal, which is the frame, because I think it's more or less this difference of stitches that I have to finish it. So it is possible that in August I will achieve level 1 goal, although that is also a bit more complicated by the fact that some colors continue later on, and I might not want to work with a white color yet, and use it like closer to finish. So it is possible that I will stitch almost every stitch apart from white, for example, from the frame, and then move to level 2 goal, and when finishing a level 2 goal, just do the white stitches together, because then I'll be closer to finishing. So we'll see how that will work. I haven't decided yet, but there is a possibility for a level 1 goal in this project, so I'm quite happy with the progress. Then Blackwork 2026, and I think I made a mistake and I actually started stitching it the wrong way up. I mean, no, I started it the correct way, but this month, in July, I started doing it the wrong way up, because now I see that I have this zigzag here and here, and I think I wanted it to be like this. So yeah, I think I made a mistake, but I don't think it really shows, because it's all quite symmetrical, so I don't think it will be much of a problem for now. Later on it might be. Once I figure out that I stitched some things, and I think I have that week done when I'm not, so some things start repeating. That's the word I was looking for, repeating. Although I stitched this one first, like as one of the first ones, and it's not repeating here where it would be if I did actually make a mistake. So maybe I actually am doing things correctly. So what I did, I stitched those 3 in this one, and I ran out of thread, but if I hadn't, I would have finished this one, and it would be my level 2 goal this year. So I'm pretty close, but I think then I will have to grid a little bit more to again continue with the thread to at least another one of this color. So nice progress, pretty fun progress, especially this one. I liked stitching this one a lot. It was super like clean, very nice without any problems, so I liked it a lot. So nice progress, and hopefully in August I'll reach some goal levels. Then maybe Blackwork 2024, and with Blackwork 2024 I actually reached a level 3 goal, because I did stitch enough of the stitches to actually get that level goal done. But to be honest, I don't necessarily remember what I'm doing. I think this is the way, the correct way up. And as far as I remember, I was focusing here, but I think it will be easier if I show what I had last time, but I don't know where that was, and try to show it side by side, and then it will show better where I stitched, because I stitched it at the beginning of the month, so I don't remember where I was. That's a bit of a problem, but no, I think this is the correct way up. So this is how we should compare those things, and I think I was working mostly here in those areas, and of course gridding. So yeah, nice progress as well. Then a little bit of Christmas. I know that some people are doing like Christmas in July. I'm not really into that, because to be honest I only have one Christmas project. I will start one wintry one next year. Think I will start. That will depend on some spinning wheels. But I should start next year another winter project, but it's more like a winter project, not necessarily Christmas. But there's the Christmas project, and with Christmas project I also did score a level. So as you can see, I've got 15 grids done, like completed. There are like half stitches in two, I think, not done, just to hold it a thread. And I've started grid 16 and a little bit of 17 as well. So I am on the correct path. And if I manage to keep up the tempo in August, then I will definitely finish the whole thing before December, which is the goal, to have it ready for the Advent time and for Whipmas things. So hopefully it will be ready by then. So the next project is Miranda, and I haven't stitched Miranda for a really long time. This is what Miranda is going to look like once it's finished. And I am at 58.54%, so I'm pretty close to my level 2 goal because Miranda is a little bit behind. So level 2 goal. This is what Miranda looked like last time I showed you, which was quite a while ago. And this is what it looks like right now, and it's pretty big. But let's focus on where I really worked. So this area here. So I'm going down with Miranda. And at first I thought, I'm going for a percentage. So, because thanks to Cross-Stitch Meadow, well, thanks to his idea for storing threads on a needle so that I don't have to rethread, I could fill all the confetti stitches. But then I looked that my next goal is to have another page of another row finished. So if I stitch a lot right here, it will be a long time before I get to stitch here. So I decided, nope, I'm working mostly here, finishing this page so that I can get to here quickly, because I am behind with Miranda. It's this problem that I am behind with Miranda with my goals, so I will leave cleaning up stitches for the future. Not right now. Definitely not right now. Then I've got the Cloister garden, which is the Fox and Rabbit stitch along from last year, and this is what it looked like last time. And I finally found what it's going to look like once it's finished. So this is how it will look. And this is what I have for now. So as you can see, I finished this rectangle and I'm almost at half of this rectangle here, which is great. And because I will be traveling, this is my travel project because it's super easy. I just need this hoop and the threads, and there's just one color thread, so it's super easy to bring with me. So this definitely will get progress done. Hopefully I will finish this rectangle. I'm not sure if it's going to get anything more done because I'm not traveling a lot, at least I hope. I'm not traveling too much, so this should get done, and then I will be halfway through the next level because the level 2 goal is to have all 4 of those rectangles finished around the central square. So I will be halfway through, and then it's going to get a bit more complicated to reach next level goals. I was a little bit over ambitious and I did not count stitches correctly. I didn't take into consideration how many stitches that would be and how long it would take me to stitch. So level 2 is absolutely in my reach. Now Avarice, which is my focus piece for the year, so this is what it's going to look like once it's finished. And with Avarice I did reach a goal, so that's great. This is what Avarice looked like at the beginning of the month, and in July I stitched 2,270 stitches, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I decided to get to the level and take a break. So I got to 75,000 stitches. Actually, I've got 75,002. So I'm at 31.25%. So I've got my level 4 goal. And this is what Avarice looks like. I am still cleaning up the threads. As you can see, there's quite a lot of parked threads, and I'm still cleaning them up after getting to 30%. And my level 5 goal is to get to 33%. And it may be possible in August, I'm not entirely sure. I did start missing stitching on Avarice, which is a good sign, but depending on how much travel I have, I mean, in theory I could also take Avarice with me since I'm cleaning up those parked stitches. So that is one idea, but it's also quite big and inconvenient to take with me. But I think September at the latest I should have Avarice level 5 goal finished, which would be a really good sign for me, because it would give me more time to work on other projects then, and hopefully push them further on into progress, because that's also what happened with Envy, because after I stopped working on Avarice, I did move to Envy a bit more, and this is what Envy is going to look like once it's finished. So lots of green, and this is what Envy looked like at the beginning of the month. And actually this month I managed to reach 2 levels in Envy, level 1 and level 2. I was super close to reaching level 1 last time, and this time I got to level 2 as well, because I was supposed to reach first half a page for level 2 and then the end of the page, which is level 2. As you can see, there are some white areas, although not very many. However, after reaching level 3 goal, now my goal is to get to 10%. And I am at 8.65%, which is also pretty close to 10. I am at almost 21,000, and 10% is 24,000. So that's another month like this. So even if not in August, it should happen in September. So that would be nice, because then once I get to 10% on envy, I can start working on the next 7 deadly sin, which is now gluttony. So that would be great. That would make me really, 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 really happy. And also, the thing is that my level 4 goal for envy is 30,000 stitches, which doesn't really matter where they are. And that's why I think envy will be the first project where I will try to go back and fill all those confetti stitches and store those threads in my storage box, like Cross Stitch Meadow recommended and showed how to do it. So this might work really, really well for me. And of course I need to do some more gridding on envy, because I should be going down, and I think level 5 goal is to stitch 4 pages. So it's, I think, 1 more page, because I think I've got 3 stitched right now, which is cool. So there are chances for envy, which for a really long time I thought there's no way I can do a lot of progress on envy, but actually I did. So yeah, if I get to 10% in September, then 30%, 30,000 stitches, sorry, would be like 6,000 stitches more than previous level goal. So that's another like 2 good months of work, which would get me to November. Okay, 1 month. Yeah, level 5 goal, maybe not so much, but level 4 is very much possible, which I'm stoked about. I'm pretty stoked about it, because that would mean I get a lot of my goals done in a quite advanced way. Great, love it. Also because the reward for every level goal is money saved for Chatelaine, which I haven't really chosen which one yet, because they are beautiful. A lot of them are really beautiful. I think one of the choices will be what I can afford with the money I have. But I do think that at least last year there was like a Black Friday sale for patterns, so I might use part of that money for a pattern already, and then we'll see. I don't think I have to like really spend all the money, like maybe not spend all the money, but buy everything right now, like after this year finishes, because I have read that there are a lot of problems with Gloriana, I think, thread, and it takes a few months to get the stock. So it will be a long time before I can actually start Chatelaine, and Chatelaine usually has a lot of beads, actually even Swarovski crystals, which I want to do at the end. So first I can buy just the threads, the specialty threads, because DMC I can buy like on an everyday basis, but I can do that. So like I don't have to have a lot of money saved right now, but obviously the more I have, the better the more also options I have for choosing a nice chatelaine to work on in the future, because that is ultimately my goal. So yeah. What I haven't worked on yet, from things that I would like, Blackwork 2020. I do have to find the font, because that's the problem. I need the font to start writing the text on it. I need to make a cord for my mochila bag. I'm not in the mood for mochila bag at the moment. I should find my Sashiko project, but I don't really know where it is. The same with my swatches, because I'm so close to level 1 goal. Like half a swatch, maybe not even a half, but I lost it somewhere. I haven't really worked on diamond painting, and I also would like to do that. So yeah, those are the most important ones, because with eggshell sweater, which I would really love to start, I want to be more advanced with Pohjola sweater. Like really, I at least have one sleeve finished, preferably the whole sweater finished, which might be delayed if there is a nice test knit coming. And I saw one pattern that looks really nice by Inge, from Inge's Knitting Lab. She makes great patterns, so I would like to test for her. I also added Zanette Knits, and she also has some nice patterns, although her patterns are a little bit work demanding and time consuming, because she makes really intricate patterns on the yoke on the sweaters, and they are beautiful. But they are very intricate, so that could be a problem for me. And obviously I cannot support doing 2 test knits at the same time, so I'll have to choose wisely, so to speak. And yeah, trying to progress on what I already have, and get on with that. But yeah, if you liked the video, please click the thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you next time. Bye!